Hello, everybody, and welcome in for another episode of Vol Club Confidential. I'm your host, Austin Price of Volquest.com. Episode 5 of Season 2. Tonight we've got Tyler Barron and Wesley Walker on the show. But before we get to them, we bring in Spire CEO James Clausen. James, obviously not the result between Tennessee and Florida that the Vol Club wanted. But at the same time, you guys were able to pull off a really successful event over there at the watch party at Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, it was an awesome event. Just being inside Neyland Stadium is awesome, and for a game to watch it on the Jumbotron, and you know, I had about 415 members, so had a really successful night. Other than obviously the results on the field, but you know, ready to look ahead to UTSA.
When you do that event and you're doing kind of the behind the scenes tours, the locker room tours, what was some of the more successful things that you heard the members talk about?
You know, I mean, we had the entire basketball team down there in the locker room, and so fans could interact and take pictures with them. That was a really cool moment. We had probably half the baseball team there too as well. So, you know, getting to interact with the athletes, getting to take pictures right outside where the team runs onto the field.
Sure.
So just showcasing, you know, we heard a lot of people say, hey, we've never been down here before, and to go to walk to each of the individual lockers, and they had the names on. So it was really cool. A lot of people took pictures, you know, and I mean, it was a really cool experience.
Did you smack the sign?
Yeah, smack the sign.
This guy gives his all for Tennessee every day. Every day. All right, let's get to the main event of tonight's show, that being Wesley Walker and Tyler Barron. You guys are stepbrothers, and we joked beforehand, like, you know, who's Will Ferrell, who's John C. O'Reilly, but at the same time, like, what's that bond like? And you know, when you were separated, when you were at Georgia Tech, you were at Tennessee, like, what was it like? Now, what's it like now that you're back together?
I mean, shoot, to be honest with you, it's just like a real close bond. It's irreplaceable, you know, just like knowing that it's somebody that you really mess with outside of football and not just like on the field. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty unique situation how I just came back full round. You know, we played high school ball together, so, you know, we been playing with each other, but, you know, it is like a unique feeling just, you know, knowing you out there with your brother and just
Facts.
I always wanted to play with my big brother, but I couldn't because, you know, he was 4 years older, but, like, it's just crazy how I come back around, you know, get to play with my brother here.
So you go to Georgia Tech, you know, out of the jump.
Yep.
But then you have the chance to come back here. You go on the transfer portal. You know, what made things click, and how big was he kind of in that decision?
He was actually the first person I talked to.
I was begging him.
Yeah, he was talking to me about it. I was just trying to make sure, you know, that the opportunity was really there, not just because, like, you know, we was brothers, you know, just like a real opportunity here for me, and it was. So, you know, I feel like it worked out perfect. I feel like there was a spot for me to, you know, come and wrap my career up in college.
How big was that, the ability to go to Georgia Tech and kind of, you know, make a name for yourself there on your own? Not, you know what I mean? Like you kind of went outside the state, and then to be able to come back.
No, I feel like it was a great learning experience. You know, I got to, you know, learn, you know, we didn't win that much, but I feel like I learned a lot about ball, and, you know, a lot about the type player I am on the field. So, you know, everything a learning experience, and I just, you know, took that, you know, my 3 years there as a, you know, good learning experience. Even though we didn't capitalize and win a lot of games, I still came away, you know, with some positives for sure.
Tyler, it's year 4 for you. Where have you grown from freshman year to now? Because I can see that there's a different level of maturity in you, right, a little different level of focus, especially this year.
Really just like taking advantage of everything, honestly, not taking nothing for granted. Not saying that I was necessarily doing it on purpose in the past, but just overemphasizing how important every little day is, how important every little detail is. Just trying to make sure that I do everything right.
What do you like most about you playing at Tennessee?
It sounds cliche, like it's everybody's answer, but to me, I think it hits a little bit harder, like being from Tennessee, you know, just the support we get, like, it's crazy. The amount of people that stay with us, win, loss, or draw, like, we honestly get a lot of support just in the community too. So I think it keeps you pumped up and keeps you ready to go.
What about you?
I'd say about the same thing, you know, just being a not hometown kid because I'm not from Knoxville, but like in-state guy. You know, I didn't grow up liking like Tennessee that much, but, you know, playing for them, you do see how much support, you know, we got behind us, and, you know, just like having your family be able to come to your games that, you know, usually they couldn't when I was in Atlanta. You know, that's a good feeling as well.
Does it ever surprise you, like when you're on the Vol Walk or obviously the stadium is always packed, but I mean, there's just so many instances where you're like, man, the fans really showed out. Like, you know, there's a ton of people at this.
Yeah, I say the Vol Walk at Tech, we didn't have anything, you know, like that. I mean, we walked down, but it was like Yellow Jacket Alley, but it was nowhere near as many people. I don't know the exact number that we have on our Vol Walks here, like what's the record or something, but it's a ton of people, and it's a great experience for the game.
What is the Vol Walk record?
I don't think anybody really knows. I mean,
I think people need to comment in on that. I've never heard like a Vol Walk record. We might need to keep track of it, honestly.
Estimations.
No, for real.
What's the most impressive atmosphere you've been a part of?
We didn't come off on the right side of the game, but the 2021 season when we played Ole Miss, that was when it was kind of like, wow, these people really love us. Like, they really bleed Tennessee. Like, it was unique. A couple things went up and down, a couple missed opportunities during the game. I won't say too much, but they really just like supported us even through all the chaos and stuff. It just was able to see through the dust a little bit, but it was love and support behind it.
Of all kids at Tennessee, I root for you to score a touchdown the most because you've had a couple opportunities that have been yanked away from you, Ole Miss being one of them.
Yeah.
The Virginia game first of the year, I think you thought you'd scored, and then they blew it dead or whatever. I mean, like, you've been so close, but yet so far away.
It's tough. I mean, I think they got something against me, you know. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'll make up for it before the end of the year for sure.
Where do you feel like you're playing your best right now?
I wouldn't even necessarily say I feel like I've been playing my best, to be honest with you. But I just think they're giving me a lot of spots to get one-on-ones. They're just doing a good job to scheme it up, honestly. And
when you came here, you'd played nickel at Georgia Tech. Your big thing was wanting to play safety, and you're finally getting that run this year. What is it that you like about the safety spot?
I honestly like just playing defense. I don't really have a preferred spot on the field. I feel like I can play like at least like four or five positions on defense. So it's not really a preference. You know, I feel like you can make plays wherever you at on the field. You just gotta know your job responsibility. So I don't really have a preference, but I like playing safety. I like, you know, being like somewhat of the quarterback of the defense in terms of just overseeing everything. You know, communicating what you're seeing. You know, I like that responsibility. I like being dependent on like that. Yeah.
I'm a big number guy. You've had 9 for a while. Has 13 always been your number?
No, I wore it at Tech for 2 years, and then for 1 year, and then I came here and I got it here too. So this is my 3rd year wearing it.
You like 13?
Yeah, I guess I like it. I don't got a problem with it. No.
What am I? I'm 9 years. What is it? No, it's 8 years strong, and number 9. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, we'd had Aaron Beasley out a couple of weeks ago, and, you know, he said, I really didn't understand, like, 24 was my brand, and I moved to 6, and then everybody's like, what are you doing? Like, you know, because I just moved because I wanted to move.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you may start making plays in a certain number, and it's, you know, it's hard to kind of go away from that.
A little bit.
It does.
Stuff, yeah.
It does.
At least to other people, at least.
Defensively, where do you feel like this group's better than a year ago?
I think we do a good job of getting to the quarterback with a 4-man rush. I think we've done better with that. I still think we can take a lot of strides just in the little stuff, you know, just not falling asleep at the wheel. But I would say getting to the quarterback and putting pressure on him.
You?
I mean, we've only played 3 games, so I'm not really sure if I'm ready to like say like what we're better at yet.
Thanks.
You know, I feel like we're still growing and still, you know, learning. You know, we got some young guys that, you know, got to get some snaps now, so we're just trying to really get better, take it week by week, and, you know, stack these wins now because we know how important you know it already was, but, you know, it's even more important now to have that urgency to win. And you know, I think we got the potential to be better than we were last year for sure, but we got to keep proving it week in and week out.
What do you take from the Florida loss? I mean, like, obviously that's one you wish you could, you know, do over again, but you can't, you know. But, I mean, the team that played, you know, Florida a year ago and then the team that played LSU and Alabama 3-4 weeks later were really in a lot of ways different teams, and you continually get better and you continue to improve. You know, what do you take from this past weekend?
Really, I think we just got to come together more and come out the game, you know, with an attack mindset. I mean, I feel like we attacked, but I feel like we waited till, you know, till we got punched in the mouth to do it. You know, just having that sense of urgency and communicating that sense of urgency like across the board. You know, all defense really just, you know, talking to each other before the game, like pregame, like getting into the mind of each other, making sure we, you know, ready to go.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think it's just an opportunity for like the leaders on the team to step up, like for us to just step up and just have more of a voice and just really not be so uncertain. Not uncertain, I would say, but not being able to just think like, oh, is somebody in the right spot, but making sure of it, making sure that people are ready to go, making sure that everybody has the same mindset, and just driving the bus more so than just riding in it.
Execution too.
Facts.
It's plays where we just gotta finish the play.
Facts.
More fun to make a play or see him make a play?
I mean, I'm super excited when he make a play, but I mean, me make a play.
You?
I mean, I'll say the same thing, but I'd be for lack of better words, I'd be lit when he make a play. When he make a play, I get teed.
I'm just as happy when he make a play.
Like the one that sticks out to me is when you got the sack last year at Pittsburgh.
And you saw, it was like I felt like I had made the play. It was crazy. It was, I don't know. I feel like that was really that first time where it was like, dang, like
we're here together.
Yeah, we're here together. Like, and it was like there was nobody else out there. It was crazy. It was cool. It was real cool, honestly.
You like when they call the blitzes from the secondary?
Yeah, I take pride in blitz, and I feel like when you get a blitz call, like, and you the blitzer, like, your job is to make the play. So like that's my mentality. When I hear my number called, like, I'm thinking like every time I'm gonna make the play. That's my mentality. Because you're stepbrothers, you got a lot of the same family at the game.
Mm-hmm. What's that dynamic like after the game, before the game? You know, with all the family.
After the game,
a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures. I'm looking to see Nanny. I'm looking to go say hey to Nanny. She get me happy. She always in a good mood. So it's really just good vibes. Like just having that many people that care about you and love you.
Is this your grandmother?
It is originally his grandmother, but she's my grandmother as well. So she's our nanny.
You're the adopted.
Yeah, I'm the bonus. I'm the plus one.
Grandparents are the best, man.
They are. They really are. They honestly are.
She makes some kind of special cookies for you. She brings them home.
She ain't whipped up nothing for me in about like a year, but she bakes a lot.
Nanny, we need some cookies. Cookies. What's your favorite meal that she makes?
Her meal or like bake? Like
either one.
She make real good cupcakes and pecan pie.
Pecan pie, man. We're getting.
Yeah, I say pecan pie number one.
Get that little fall chill in the air. Get a little pecan pie going.
No facts.
That's what nannies bring for Thanksgiving. Playing for Coach Garner, you're he rides you guys. And he does it from a point of like he's trying to pull the best out of you, right? How hard is that though? Like from a standpoint of like, you know, knowing you've got to kind of hang in there and kind of battle through.
Facts.
You know when he's rough on you, but knowing that he's going to pull the best out of Tyler Barron.
Yeah, it's really, it was, to be honest with you, the first couple years, it was an adjustment, just getting used to. It's not even a ride. It's just he's so detail oriented, and that's just who he is as a person. So getting accustomed to that, and then really adopting the way that once you see that that's how it should be done, and that's the reason why he's had so much success in his league. So I think this year I just took a step in understanding and just trusting in his mission for me and his ideas. So yeah, I mean, it's tough, but once you get the idea and you see the message, not necessarily delivery, there's no other way you want to be coached, really.
A little more calm, a little more laid back as Coach Banks. What's that dynamic like with you?
I feel like we got a real good relationship. I feel like he trusts me as a player. That's always a good feeling to have. Have your coach believe in you, and I think he's real good at just communicating what he sees and like how he wants something to be played. But he also good at like letting you still be you as a player. So like he's big on like not coaching robots, like certain things like he's not gonna really tell you how to like, because a lot of things in football is instinctual, so you can't really coach instincts. So if I ask him a question where it's like gonna be like instincts based, he'll say like, I mean, like you gotta feel it, you gotta see that, and I'm like, I understand it. Then like it allow me to just be more free.
Favorite part, is it game day? Is it practice? Is it hanging out with teammates or together? Like, as part of this whole journey, like, what do you enjoy the most? What, like, when it's over, what will you go, man, that'll be the last time I get to do that thing?
It really everything, like, honestly, everything, but game day for sure. I mean, ain't nothing like playing in front of 100,000 fans. So I mean, practice. I mean, the locker room, just like the conversations we have, like the jokes. It's just I'm gonna miss all that, but ain't nothing compared to game day. Like just being in front of 100,000 fans.
Run through the tee or the ball walk?
Ball walk.
Ooh, why? Give me a hint. Give me why for both.
For me, running through the tee is like it's surreal because it's like you go out the doors and you can't really see nothing besides the tee and like a select section of people.
Sure.
And then once you get out the gates, it's just you look around and it's crazy. It's crazy, especially the night games. It'd be blacked out in there, orange neon lights. It's crazy. Like that's one of my favorite views, honestly. Just doing a little circle when I run out the tunnel and just seeing everybody around.
Now, why does the ball work for you?
I just said ball walk because it's longer. Like the power tee. I mean, I get the symbolism behind it, and like how it's like a big deal, but it's just it's real quick. Like I feel like a 10-second run.
Okay.
Like ball walk. I put my music on, just like take in the energy, like how the day about to go, like all the fans, shake some little kids' hands, just take it all in, take the experience in. I feel like it's just longer. So,
how much do you look for that? The interaction with the little kids, because you guys used to be the little kids, right?
Yes.
I mean, 10 years ago, you guys were 6, 7 years old, and actually it was more than 10, but you get my point. Like it's it's that chance to kind of be somebody's hero for the day.
I take that it's just a blessing. I'm just thankful to be in a position where I was once that little kid looking at players walk down, and just to see it come back around, and now I'm the one walking down and got little kids just looking up to it. I just take it as a blessing. I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be in the position I'm in.
I feel the same way, really, the same exact way. Honestly, just never take it for granted, because you don't know how that you may impact that little kid's day, impact his life, honestly. So really, I try to just take the time and to show them that we care. Like, I appreciate them coming to support. Like, I appreciate their parents bringing them out. Just never letting that little opportunity to show that little bit of gratitude. You never know how long it may go or how much it may affect somebody.
When you're on the Vol Walk, do you ever see the same people at different stages? I mean, I know you might see some family, but I mean, do you ever see like a fan? Like, I've seen the guy like that same spot like four home games in a row. Are you so zoned in that you don't see that?
I'm gonna be real. I kind of be in the not in my own bubble, but like I'm in my own bubble a little bit. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily one people. Besides like family members, I see the same type family people every game.
You?
Yeah, I don't really notice like where people are sitting at really. I really like I said, I just take it all in like everybody. I don't really look. I mean, my mom's made a couple of walls, but it's so many people you can't really find them. Really.
All right, let's turn it away from football. When Tyler Barron and Wesley Walker are not playing ball, what are you guys doing?
Man, are you talking about right now or like after?
No. Just like in the summertime, like summertime, springtime. When you're not in the midst of a season. Right now, it's football all the time. But like when you have some time, what are you doing outside of football?
I mean, I play a good share of video games. Really, I just like to relax, honestly, and just make sure my mind in a good spot. Just really, I don't do too much. I'm really kind of a homebody, to be honest.
You?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I play, I play the game, video games, not too much, but for the most part, I like just relaxing too, getting my body back, getting my mind right, making sure I'm good mentally and physically, and always extra work, but built around just how I feel, like my well-being, just always handling that, like whatever that looks like. It could be, going to the lake. It could be just chilling, taking a nap. It could be watching TV. It's really just based off like what I feel, like what I want to do.
You guys got any kind of secret handshake when you make a tackle or anything?
We've been talking about it. I just like there's so many crazy handshakes now. I feel like if anything we make up would be like reused. So I wouldn't even say we don't have a handshake. We're pretty lame.
Yeah,
but I'm just being honest.
I feel like we should have got one. But we ain't never make one. So
I feel like it's too late.
So you're blaming Tyler at this point.
Yeah, I'll take the blame. I'm not.
It's never too
I'm
late.
pretty bad with the handshakes.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
Maybe start one Saturday.
We'll take suggestions. I think we should. If anybody's got a handshake suggestion or ideas,
they gonna give us a handshake suggestion. I'm
saying maybe somebody they can shoot us post a video or something. I don't know. We need suggestions.
What's something most people don't know about each of you? or something somebody would be surprised to learn?
I would say in terms of me that I'm a really I would say I'm a really aware person. Like I may be laughing and joking sometimes, but I feel like I'm always aware of like what's going on in terms of like reading the room. Just an aware person. Like
that's a good question. I'd say, I mean, like he said, a aware person. I'd say, I feel like some people I come across as a quiet person, but I'm really not. Like once I get to like, you know, feel like somebody like feel someone out, like understand someone, like I'm real outgoing, you know, real talkative person. So
See, back in the recruiting process, he was 3 words, you know, like, you know, because Ab kept telling him, don't give anything away, don't say anything. So like you'd interview him, he'd be like 3 words. I'm like, you know, then he gets over here and he's like chatterbox. I'm like, what was that last year? And he's like, yeah, and, you know.
Nah, man, can't give away too many secrets.
Best memory
When you say that, are you talking about in terms of
in
being
life?
here in Tennessee?
No, we're away from football right now. In life, what's one thing that just sticks out? You know, a core memory.
I can't necessarily say it's been one time, but really just any time like I get around my family, I just been trying to value as much time as I can get with everybody, because you never know when that time will be the last. Really, as sad as that is to say, I just try to pour love into the people that show me love. Honestly, just being around my family, I'll say that those are all core memories.
I think just core memory would be probably my childhood, just being outside playing with my cousins. I feel like that's just like a core memory, like core picture I can always like go back to and like actually feel that event, just like feel the weather outside of the day, feel like just feel the vibe of the day. I feel like I was outside a lot as a little kid, you know, just playing around. So I'd say that really.
So you get like the whole, like you smell fresh cut grass, it triggers back, you know.
Yeah, it is like that. Like certain things.
Cold
like,
fall morning, you know.
Yeah.
Jordan or LeBron? I asked this to everybody that's on here.
LeBron. It's not even a debate. I'm probably the last person you want to have an argument.
Yeah, you don't
about.
want to talk with Wes about Brian. He's an avid LeBron supporter.
You'd be surprised how many people they'll throw out Kobe. I'm like, Jordan, what about Kobe? Like, I mean,
that's not a bad answer. I can't be mad at that answer.
Respect to Kobe always.
Yeah, respect. Yeah, literally respect. I can't be mad at that answer.
If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
I think I'd be playing baseball.
What'd you play growing up?
What did I play? What position?
Like what? Yeah.
I played everywhere, but I stopped playing when I got to middle school. I played travel ball. I played travel ball like all year round. Like I burnt myself out when I got to middle school. So I just focused on football and basketball.
What
that
was
was my first love for sure.
I probably wouldn't even be playing sports. I'm not really good at like any other sports, to be honest. I wasn't much of a basketball player in high school. I was on the team, but still wasn't overly elite.
You was not elite.
I just said I wasn't overly elite.
Well, that's meaning you're elite. You're just not. Like...
I mean, I was good. I was one of the top JV basketball players in the state. I'll say that.
Here comes John C. O'Reilly and Will Ferrell right here.
Yeah, I was one of the top JV guys in the state. Basketball.
Don't touch my drum set.
Yeah, type. So I probably pursuing my career in real estate sooner than expected.
So that's what you want to do after football's over?
It is.
No matter how long it lasts.
Commercial real estate development is what I want to go into.
Where's that come from? Where's that want to come from?
Just something I've always been fascinated by. Really just fascinated by it.
You know what you want to do when football's over?
Yeah, I'd say I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't really have anything set on. That's why I just put it there. I feel like I can fill a lot of roles in terms of like what I want to do. And, you know, I don't really want to just put a limit or limit it to one thing. You know, like he said, get into real estate, you know, get your own properties, do that. I feel like I could open start my own training facility, training I don't know what you would call it, but complex, and like try to build around that, try to expand that, how I can, I feel like I can relay information, in terms of what I'm passionate about, to anybody. So I feel like that would be my lane too, that I could choose to do that.
Wesley's got that deep voice. Who's the deeper voice, Sean Banks or Wesley Walker?
I'm gonna go with Wesley, man. I'm gonna go with Wes.
You both have talked about how important family is. If they allowed you to plan the family vacation for next summer, what are you guys planning?
Sheesh.
And you can do it individually because you all could have two different ideas.
This is something I'm passionate about. I'm gonna give y'all a look into what I like. I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to Israel, the Middle East, Jerusalem. That's probably the number one destination on my bucket list. Is Jerusalem.
I say Jamaica. Go to Jamaica.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to Egypt with the whole fam, but selfishly, that's where I want to go. Probably somewhere tropical if we bring the whole fam.
That's why we had to have them do it separately, because those are two total ends of the spectrum right there. You thought about what it's going to be like to run through the T for the final time? Is that hit you guys? I mean, I know you technically there's potential for extra years, but at the same time, like is that the kind of the old Apollo 13? The Earth's getting bigger in the window. You're getting closer to the end here than you are the beginning. So, have you thought about what that'll be like?
Honestly, I haven't. This year, really always, but like this year, I really made an emphasis just take things day by day, just appreciate just appreciate the moment you in. So I'm looking at game by game honestly, and just appreciate the opportunity I got in front of me to go perform. And when that time's come, it'll most definitely be if the time comes, I played my last college game, but right now I'm not really thinking about that.
Yeah, I say I'm in the same spot. I'm not there mentally yet. I ain't even put myself there, so I couldn't even tell you how it would affect me, honestly.
One person in the building that's not a coach. I mean, they can be an off-the-field coach, but not one of the main coaches. That's meant a lot to you.
Coach Harvin. He's just been somebody. I mean, he get into it sometimes. He gets on me, similar to Coach G for real. But just somebody that's always been honest with me. Never shied away from telling me the truth. He cares. So yeah, I would just say he's been somebody that he's not a behind the scenes guy at all, but in terms of just maybe not one of the main position coaches they talk about, but he has a huge impact on the team and a huge impact on the D-line for sure.
You?
I honestly say everybody. I've only been here a year, so it's like I haven't really just grown to I feel like I talk to a lot of people. I communicate with a lot of people, and a lot of people help me, basically get acclimated to the team, since I've been here. So I don't really have one set person, of course my position coaches, but in terms of one person, I don't really have one person. I'll say shout out to Sam Howell in the training room.
Facts.
Shout out to her.
Shout out Sam.
She's helped me get back when any nagging injury popped up. So I just shout out her.
Max, Hawk, or Frage?
Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk.
He's younger. If you ask the older guys, well, that's true. I mean, if you ask the older guys, they tend to lean Max, but this generation leans more Hawk. It's just pretty natural.
Shout out the equipment.
The equipment staff. They do a good job.
Great. They do a great job.
Favorite uniform? Black.
2022 gray uniform.
You said gray?
Yeah, LSU game last year.
Yeah.
Black ones. I like the grays this year more than the grays last year.
For real?
Yeah. But I like the black ones the most.
Yeah, I like the black too. Gray from 22 or black for sure.
You ain't like the grays this year?
No. They're okay. They're okay for a one-off.
Yeah.
For a one-off.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily something that should be repeated though.
Yeah, you honored Condridge.
Yeah,
He was there.
For
That was
sure.
neat.
That made it worth the while.
But-
Shout out to Conrad Holloway.
A one-off. All right, well, that's a great look at these two step brothers, Wesley Walker, Tyler Barron. We'll see you next week on another episode of Vol Club Confidential.